Now, my game mode looks a little something like this, okay? But what I will be teaching you in this video is a very simple way to make it without you having to learn Quickshell and QML enough to be able to make bars like this, okay? Very simple stuff. So first thing is, what does game mode mean specifically in like the context that I'm talking about? Well, it basically just means getting rid of all of the fancy effects that Hyprland usually has, like blur, and then gaps out, gaps in, and as well as the decorations and animations and basically everything that makes Hyprland Hyprland. Basically, just stripping all of the eye candy so that you can extract more performance out of your computer. Now, this is one of the use cases, okay? Of course, when you're gaming and when you want maximum performance, you ideally don't want the compositor rendering some super heavy blur, which would actually be taxing on your GPU. So instead, what you want to do is get rid of all the fancy effects. That's one reason. Another reason would be that you find yourself a little bit distracted by all of the fancy effects that are going on in your compositor. So let's say that you wanted to get into a super flow state of work, and then you didn't want anything to distract you, no animations, no decorations, just you and the content in front of you. Well, this game mode is a fantastic way of actually achieving that because all you really see in front of you is the current window, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing else that you have to be dealing with. So that's basically why you would want to use it, apart from gaming, of course. Now, the simple way to set it up is as follows, okay? So, of course, the Quickshell way is what I've done over here to the point where if I press Alt-G, game mode toggles on or off depending on the, last state that it was in. So as you can see, this is like normal gap stuff, and then there's animations. I can switch around windows and stuff. This is what it looks like. Now, if I wanted to turn on game mode and then go into that distraction-free mode immediately, press Alt-G again, it turns on game mode. And because the island would actually be, just floating, and then there would be gaps between the island as well as the windows, but not between the actual windows itself, it would look a little bit weird. And you know what? That actually wouldn't even be the case. So you see that there's no gaps between the windows, right? It would be the exact same thing next to the island itself. So there's gaps on the top, the left and the right, but there's no gaps on the bottom, and that would just look extremely weird. So what I've done is I've basically just taken this bar and then written enough code so that it goes ahead and then sticks to the top whenever it's in game mode. That way everything is flush, and then there's no issues with there being extra gaps, basically. Okay, now the way to set it up, if you were going to do it the simple way, is to go over to your binds.conf or your binds.lua file, actually, because this is the Lua method that I'm going to be using. And honestly, bro, it's been so long since the Lua change actually came out. April, I'm pretty sure it came out like April end. So like April, May, June, June's almost over. So yeah, it's been almost 2 months. If you haven't yet migrated your config, I have a program, Hyper Accelerator, which helps you do that. Okay, you can just go ahead and check that program out and just migrate your config already if you haven't, because there's a lot more features that are just waiting to be used instead of shelling out to scripts every single time. So you can go ahead, check out the first link in the description and check out Hyper Accelerator to migrate your config. And while you're there, you might as well check out Hyper Accelerator Max, which is the second link in the description, where I teach you how to make a shell like this on your own, built with the dynamic island, the custom theme switcher, and the control center, basically everything that you're seeing over here. Now let's go to Hyper modules minds and binds.lua. Okay, so I basically have this set up already, but then let's actually get this and then we'll type it out step by step so that you understand how this stuff works and not just, copy and pasting. Okay, so first thing you're supposed to do is start with hl.bind. So every single keybind in Hyprland in the Lua syntax begins with hl.bind, okay? So this is a function. Inside of this function, we're basically going to give it a keybind, something like super f1. Okay, super f1. This is a keybind you're most likely not using already, which means that there's going to be no conflicts. You can safely use the keybind that I'm using here. Of course, if you have a preferred keybind in mind, just go ahead and use that. Like I'm using Alt-G in this particular case. Okay, then here, what we want to do is basically execute a function. Okay, so inside of this function, what are we going to do? Well, that's a good question. So let's just go over here. Okay, now what you want to do is just type in local. Okay, hold on. Let me just check the syntax real quick. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, looks good. Now inside of here, inside of this part, you want to type local game mode. So we're basically creating a variable called game mode, which is going to depend on the Hyprland's animations.enabled setting. So hl.get_config. Okay, we get the config animations.enabled. Okay, and we check whether it's equal to false. Okay, so this by default it's false. And this is what the variable is going to be like. Now we check if game mode. Yep. So if game mode, then you're going to hl.exec_cmd. You're going to execute the command. hyperctl reload. Okay, then you're going to return. This is basically just a way of exiting the function. The return, in this case, you're just returning nothing, and end. Okay. After that, hl.config, and this is where we change the different aspects of the compositor, like turning off the animations, the blur, as well as the decorations. So inside of hl.config, we just change general equals, and we add the braces, gaps underscore in equals 0, gaps out, we set that to 0 as well. And then basically what this is going to do is disable the gaps. Now, if you wanted to, you could set it this way as well. It doesn't really make a difference. We set the border size to 0 as well. Okay, then we move on to the animations. So because everything is a table in Lua, you want to make sure to put commas after each, key here. Then inside of here, you want to type in animations as well. Animations, you can set that to enabled equals false. Now, I'm actually disabling the animations here, but if you want game mode to still have some animations and then not be completely bland as it usually would be, then just go over to your animations file, okay? So this is what mine looks like, config hyper modules animations.lua. So in here, this is what my animations look like. So what I can do is just basically change inside of hl.config, I can copy and paste all of the different animations that I want to change, and then change the Bezier curves. So right now, I'm using, the spring curves over here. It's like all of them are spring curves, like pretty much most of them, especially for the windows opening and closing. And you can change the animations over here, basically. You don't have to necessarily disable them. But in order to keep things simple, and then in order to make it the same as what I showed you, right, really a super minimal one that is very undistracting, we're just going to keep the animations enabled. We'll set that to false. Then, after that, the last thing you basically have to do is just disable the blur. Okay, so that is a little something like this. So here you would just say decoration equals, and then shadow equals enabled false. You just set enabled to false, and then you also set blur to enabled false. And if you wanted to, you could line up the equal sign in this for whatever reason, if you just felt like it. Enabled false here as well. And then rounding, you finally set that to 0. So rounding, you can set it to 0. But in this case, it wouldn't line up properly, so let's just get rid of that too. Okay, and once that's done, you just put in end over here, and that's pretty much it. This is one block. Now, let's write the changes. Press Super F1. That seems like the keybind is not yet working. Let's actually figure out. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not going to work, especially when you have a curly brace over there. So it's supposed to be a parenthesis here as well. So you gotta get rid of this too. Now try it, and there you go. That's it. That's pretty much all that you have to do. Now, because you're actually able to execute commands and stuff with hl.execcmd, you don't have to actually shell out to a shell script anymore. Now, let's say you wanted to make a similar sort of config that I have over here, except you're using waybar. Well, something that you'd be able to do is basically, okay, so you want to make sure to set up a variable that tracks state, and then make sure that basically you just want this particular line, okay? You want to check whether animations on enabled is equal to true or false, and then based on that, you change your waybar config. You'd have to set up a watcher for that. That's always checking to make sure whether the animations.enable this property is set to false or not. But basically, that is in essence all that you have to do. And that's pretty much it. This is all that you have to do in order to set up a pretty simple game mode for Hyprland. If you want to learn how to make stuff like this yourself, especially when it comes to the shell using Quickshell, you can go ahead check out Hyper Accelerator Max. It's the second link in the description. If you want to learn Lua and how exactly that works, along with the rest of Hyprland, that is the first link in the description. You can check out Hyper Accelerator, which is the first link. Okay, if you liked the video, hit like. If you loved it and want to see more like this in your feed, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. Stay racing.